Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bad Comedy Podcast. My name is Elton John Hickok, and I'm gay, and I love guns, and I'm tall. And I'm here with...
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Curtis Shaw, Flagrant Podcast.
And I'm Dan Marino, Docimo.
Nice.
I have some football plays for you guys.
Oh, yeah?
Wait,
Yeah.
that says stolen football
Well,
players.
no, don't
Oh,
read
my
that.
God.
Don't
What the
read
hell?
That.
What the heck?
It's X's and O's.
Yeah.
You're saying even as a football player, Dan cannot stop stealing.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
Oh
Well,
my
coach.
God.
Or player, yeah, sorry.
Whatever.
He's a system comic.
Yeah. I
You
mean...
just get plugged into the joke system.
Yeah, Dan Docimo, I mean, not a joke thief, just is very inspired by other comics and
Yeah.
like just, you know, kind of takes their just like is inspired by them, is influenced by them to the point where it's exact wording.
Yeah, it's like rap. He's just sampling. They're sampling some jokes.
He likes to give an homage to his favorite
Do a
comics.
little homage.
It is pretty weird in his
jokes.
gun joke that it's so similar to my gun joke because he says, and I shot him, and then I say, I hope someone breaks into my house so I can shoot him and get my old gun back.
Check it out. I'm Dan.
X's and
I'm Dan doing an
homages.
homage to the greatest joke of all time. I wrote this next one. Why did the chicken cross the road?
But
Did it get to the other side?
No. You're
Hold
supposed
on.
to tweak
That's how you
it.
tell the joke.
Supposed
To
make
get
it
to the. This is how
original.
you get the crowd to laugh.
Okay.
To get to the other side.
Okay.
I do shit
nice.
like that all the time, dude. That's like when I did the
It's called being a good comedian.
I did the boy are my arms tired thing again, and then the
Yeah.
Flintstone thing again.
Really?
It worked.
Of course.
I mean, I crushed a PD show as usual.
Nice, bro.
This guy that went before me, I thought he was gonna suck, but he annihilated. And
Who
I was
was
like,
he?
Damn it! I don't know. He's this kid from. That's from around there.
Shout out to that guy. Good job.
yeah.
Whoever the fuck you were.
And he was wearing a cast to get into a drunk driving accident.
Good
he was
enough.
He was like this little twerp, but he had there's like a table of 5 black people there. He had them like during one joke, the 2 guys like got up and were like walking in circles.
They were like laughing so
Yeah.
hard. They're Def Jam.
And then,
Jam laughing.
And then he said, "That's how you know you're doing well when you get the black guys that get up
Yeah.
and walk in circles."
That's a classic thing, you know. You get the black people that get out of their seats and dance around, and so where does that come from? Because it's like a Def Jam comedy thing. So why did they start doing that?
I don't know.
I mean, they started, and now,
Well, I think
nowadays,
it's just a way to-
nowadays, if you're doing it, I feel like you're just copying Def Jam, and you're kind of lame.
I
Like
don't-
if you're a black guy, like
I feel like it's just kind of instinctive now. Just
you're saying it's genetic.
Maybe.
It's in the black people genes.
yeah, when you're laughing, you
They laugh so hard it goes to their legs.
well, because you can't just
They pop
you
up.
can't just contain sitting down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever a black audience member says I'm stupid, that's when I know I'm doing
You
well.
stupid
yeah.
for
Uh-huh.
that.
yeah, that's a good one.
Stupid
No, but
ass.
I was like, how do I follow this? I need to because this table they're laughing a lot at him, and I thought I'd be able to get them. So,
It's probably the extra muscle in their leg that makes them
It's a
jump
bo-
up
I believe
and
it's a
dance.
bone.
At the Def Jam.
But they had like
groove.
they were like it looks like they were about to leave because they had like their food packed up, and I was trying to keep them there because I was right before John Hickok, and I wanted to keep them there for me and John.
Wow, dude, you're a good feature.
Yeah, so I got up and I was like, because the guy before me said he didn't like know much about black people. He grew up with all white people, and then I was like, well, that guy. I was like, I didn't think it was gonna be hard following this fucking crippled guy, but
He was crippled.
he did really fucking well. Well, he had a broken arm, and then I was like, well, anyways, he doesn't.
Oh no way! Was his name Connor?
No.
Hold on, dude. There's a guy who came to Beer Belly.
Go to
I gotta look up his name.
at Just a Guy Productions, and then
What
look
was
at
it?
the lineup.
Was
So-
there drama?
Were you there for
I'm
this?
trying to remember what because it rings a bell.
2 weeks ago at Beer Belly, this guy, he's from Hammond, Indiana, so we always vibe off of that. He lives
guy
in the
is too.
suburbs. Dude, this is him. So do you know why his arm is broken?
Why?
He hit a median.
He came to Beer Belly, and I know his name, too. I'm going to show you his picture. Hold on. He just booked me for his show.
I remember hearing you talk to someone
All right.
they were from.
I have the funniest video from this guy. His name's Carter.
Yeah, Carter, that's him.
This is him.
Dude,
Carter Dockery.
Dude, he crushed.
He's awesome. I think he's really funny, but he comes to Beer Belly, and like 2 weeks ago he came and he basically got blackout drunk, and he was just going nuts. And one of the funniest things I've ever seen, I have a video of like some of it, is Kevin Kellum did a set like at the end, and Carter was so drunk he just flipped off Kevin Kellum for his whole set.
Wow.
And because Kevin Kellum performs in such a like
Theatrical.
like
kind
he's
of-
on the radio. He performs
yeah.
like he's doing the radio, so he just ignores everybody. He didn't respond to it at all.
That's hilarious.
It was
though.
like literally he was doing what I think every time Kevin is on stage.
That's
and
what. Yeah. No, this,
That's
yeah,
funny
Shout
that-
out to Carter.
yeah, shout out to Carter. That was hilarious. We should have him on the pod, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. He like, looks like a baby too.
Yeah.
Does he run the Drunken Bean show or no? Maybe I'm
He runs
mixing
some
it up.
show in Chicago. I forget it.
Well, Grace Leishman runs the Beanstalk show.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. No, but so and then I said, I know black people. I was actually a BD in high school. Well, consigliere to the BDs, and they're like, "Oh shit, what the fuck are you saying?"
They believed you.
And I was like, "Well,
Usually people don't.
I
Usually
was-
black people don't
I
believe
was like,
you.
I wasn't allowed to be one, you know."
Yeah.
And
Mac, I'd be careful. I heard Chance the
Which-
Rapper's
and
in town.
like, they didn't believe me, but then I said things.
You
that,
know my stance
that
on
I said
that.
things that only BDs and GDs would know.
My stance on that obviously is it's 2023. We can't have a white black disciple by now.
Yeah.
Can we have a white? Can we? Times are changing.
Yeah.
You need
We got
diversity
a we
within
got a
every
girl
race.
priest. Can we have a girl priest and a white black disciple? That's what I
Uh-huh.
want.
At some point,
Too much
A
to
lot-
ask.
and a lot of kids.
Times are changing.
at some point I was talking back and forth with them, and then they said something later I said about BD, and then I was like, well, I'm
Brain
done with that life. I'm wearing a GD sweatshirt now, live and die in Chicago.
It'd be funny if you were
And then I
wearing.
turned
It'd be
around and
funny
I
if you were
said, I
wearing
keep
this
that little
shirt.
close. That's how we ride in Chicago. And they're like, damn, this boy crazy.
Chicago.
I'm
the
laughing.
musical.
Imagine you actually wearing this shirt. Like, oh fuck, I forgot what shirt I was
No,
wearing.
no.
He's a
I'm
gay
actually wearing my
disciple.
Gay Elton
But
John
it was
shirt.
normally I'd do the best of the show of anybody, but Carter did the best, and then me.
Let me tell you
and
how he
then
broke his
John, and then the black people just didn't vibe with John. I think they thought he was like a white supremacist.
Yeah, dude. I did.
Guys, gotta
When we
wear a
went to
hat.
when we went to the diner with John Hickok, it was like a mixed like crowd at the diner. Like some tables were black and some tables were white, still segregated by table. But I noticed all the black people kind of looking at John out of the corner of their eye, like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, if anything goes wrong, it's gonna be because of this guy.
Yeah, he looks like
So
the
they're
guy.
kind of profiling him.
Yeah. If I was a black guy, I would not. I would wait for John to be friendly to me before I talk to him.
Mhm.
I saw him like do a
That's what I'm
joke
saying.
like that. I think I saw him do a joke like that where he was saying that people think he's a white supremacist.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
And
like
then
half
he's
his
like-
act, dude.
Yeah, well, that's why you said
He's got a
long
bunch
ass
of jokes
hair.
about that. Yeah.
But people,
I'm glad
the
I have hair
biker
now.
gang especially that's always there, they were fanboying over him. They're like,
Oh,
I've
they
watched your
love
channel my
Carter.
whole life.
Oh,
So
really?
th-
then
so-
they called one of their friends that wasn't even there to come to see that John Hickok was there.
Oh hell yeah! Oh,
They
so
lived-
they all love John.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I thought you said they're fanboying
Well,
over Carter.
Oh no.
So
I'm
Carter
saying
looks like a
the whole
baby.
crowd didn't laugh that much at
Yeah.
John Hickok's jokes, and they also, until we were hanging out with the biker gang afterwards, they didn't know that he was like the son of Hickok 45
Oh, yeah.
and that he started the channel.
Yeah, dude, everyone loves that channel.
Yeah.
How'd he break his
But anyway,
arm?
Carter, so he's like blackout drunk. I see he's like trying to pay the bill with Elise at the end of the night, and he's like, as he's talking to her, he just lays his head on the bar as he's talking to her. Like that's how drunk he is. He keeps coming up to me and telling me how funny he thinks he is. He thinks I am. So I'm like, I like this guy. But everyone else
He's
is like,
drunk.
dude, he's so annoying. Because he was being so mean to everybody else, but nice to me.
Yeah, he's just
You
like
probably
me.
like
he's a
that
pundit.
too.
Or he's like he could be.
This is how drunk he is too. He's like, oh, dude, his set too is like next level Andy Kaufman shit, where he goes over and over again. He kept saying like my name, I'm from Hammond, Indiana, and then he goes, I'm like John Quincy Adams or something. Like it was nonsense.
Really?
And he was so drunk, he's just repeating himself over and over again, and it crushed.
Really?
It was like the best set of the night because
Yeah,
it was,
he's got a weird thing where it's not quite deadpan, but it's I
well,
don't know.
you know, Beer Belly is like askew with like their sense of humor, and he was basically like talking like a schizophrenic. Like he drank so much he became schizophrenic.
Yeah, I think
That's
he
awesome.
just is probably.
Anyway,
And he
We're trying
crashed
to-
into
The
a
next
median
day-
on the highway on the way.
I didn't hear that, so that must be what happened.
That's what he told me.
The next day he messages me. He's like, dude, was I drugged last night? I go, I don't know. I was trying to fuck you. No, I didn't know. He's like, all I know is I woke up and I was robbed and have a broken arm.
Wow.
So he got so
Jesus,
drunk,
dude.
Yeah, so what happened?
so I guess
What
he
a
crashed his car.
nightmare.
He crashed his car into a median, didn't get a DUI,
Oh,
I thought he
God.
said he was staying somewhere.
but he only has
Damn.
liability insurance, so he's out of a car.
That's so
essentially.
lucky, dude. That he.
I don't know.
He was in the city
He
of
was
Chicago.
that drunk
He was in the city of
driving.
Chicago. Nobody's got a
Nobody-
DUI
yeah,
in the
yeah.
city of Chicago.
I think he
ever.
didn't make it back to Hammond.
I know.
Yeah.
If he was in
Oh my
Hammond, he would have
God.
gotten a DUI. DUIs don't exist in Chicago. I
Uh,
don't think they
so
even
true.
have like the paperwork for it.
Yeah. I actually have a friend who got a DUI in Chicago.
We'll cut that out. Undermining me.
But
nobody,
anyway,
nobody undermines me in my house.
he would always get pulled over because he had a bullet hole through his windshield.
Wow.
Because we lived on the south side and somebody shot up his car when another gang member was hiding behind him.
Yeah.
They're like, I'll let you off with a warning. Get that fixed.
The biker gang showed me. They showed me a photo of. This is when Carter was standing at the table as well. It was me, Hickok, these three biker guys,
Yeah.
and I thought they were like maybe non-violent bikers, but they showed me a picture of
Somebody they kicked their ass.
of two cars they stole.
Oh, jeez.
Well, they ran into a median, and one ran into the other of the same guys, but they were getting shot up by black gang members. That's why they got all topsy-turvy and hit each other on the road.
Shit.
So I've
So we
been
don't condone gang
I've been
violence.
like heckling these guys every time, like they could just kill them. but they still.
But that's
love
the
me.
thing too. When it's like Joe Pesci and Goodfellas or something, where he's like they love to joke around, and all of a sudden it's like, "What am I funny like a clown?"
Yeah.
And then doesn't he like shoot the kid or something?
No, these guys.
What happens?
These
You
guys
never see
loved.
that movie?
They're like, what's your best like?
What movie?
I
Sorry.
think Goodfellas, the one with Ray Liotta. I always mix up Goodfellas and Casino. It's the same movie.
That's Goodfellas.
Same movie, but one has Ray Liotta.
But
Love Ray Liotta.
what was
I just saw him in something, but it was forgettable.
it?
Wild
Was it a
Hogs?
commercial for Chantix?
Wild
No,
Hogs?
No, I didn't. I didn't
It-
have access
Was he
to
like,
Wild Hogs.
Dude,
Uh,
I
this-
watched
this-
I watched Wild Hogs the other day.
I was pissed. I
Oh, did
didn't
you?
watch
Yeah.
it.
Should we do a review?
Dude, yeah, I'm
First,
down.
let me
Let's do a
do
review.
Ray Liotta impression of his Chantix commercial.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Ray Liotta, and I used to smoke, but then I started taking Chantix.
That's pretty good.
Didn't he die recently?
And then I die.
So you do a good Ray Liotta from that commercial.
I'm good at
RFK
I'm good at old
Jr..
Ray Liotta.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm good.
You're good at old guys.
Anybody Kermit adjacent I can do.
What?
Any of the
Anybody who
Kermit
has a
family.
Kermit type voice.
Oh, yeah,
I can
yeah,
do
yeah.
Merle Haggard, Tracy Chapman, all those.
Gotcha.
Pat Mahomes. But Wild Hogs. So
I basically do Sohrab and this Down syndrome guy from TikTok.
guys,
That's my two
if you haven't
impressions.
seen Wild Hogs, hit pause on the podcast, watch Wild Hogs, come back to the podcast.
We'll wait.
I have been working on my Bobby Buds impression.
Actually, no, watch the whole podcast and then come back
Watch it
and watch
again
and then watch the
after.
movie
Mhm.
just for retention purposes to help us. So you're gonna watch this whole thing, go watch Wild Hogs, and then just fast forward to the part where we review it.
You ready for a Bobby Bud impression?
Is it gonna
Robert
be Shaq?
Mueller?
Is it gonna be Shaq?
Shut up! Why'd you ruin the bit?
Nice.
'Cause if they,
Yo,
if they
yo,
listened last week, they know.
That was on the Patreon.
Oh, sorry.
This Robert Euler.
That was
This is
bad.
Robert
I'll
Euler.
cut that out.
I started taking Chantix, and now I had sex with the pool noodle.
Let me,
I
how about,
do you want to quit smoking?
This here Robert Euler. I had sex with my couch.
All right, that's enough. Let's
One
let's
more,
review
one more.
Wild Hogs.
Dude, you know what the thing is you guys don't encourage me, and that's what hurts me.
We do encourage
You
you,
got to encourage me, but when it comes to impressions,
but I know, but you only. You,
I want to be an impression guy.
I
but
know.
Every time I go out on a limb, you guys shut me down, and it's like, how am I going to get good if I don't get some
because
encouragement?
most of them are
Sounds like
bad.
Norm,
most of
doesn't
them
it?
are really bad.
sounds like
That does sound like
Norm.
Norm right there. You do have a great
Oh
Norm
my
impression,
God,
but it's
dude.
just you.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
I feel like you want to be good at impressions, but then if
I'll
you
tell you
see-
what.
you'd say it's
I'll tell you
hack.
what's not the norm is when you consider someone their friend and they don't support you.
It's kind of
That's
funny.
not
He
normal.
thinks he's bad at impressions, but he's constantly
not
his
normal.
whole life. He's the best impressionist
You
of
guys
us
are
all.
you guys are not norm. Because the norm is when you have a
you're right.
friend,
We're not norm.
they're nice to you.
Yeah, we're not normal.
But you guys are not nice, so you guys are not norm.
Yeah, we're not.
You're being abnormal friends.
No,
Maybe
but
it's the new norm.
what I'm saying is, I think you're the best impressionist here.
Wait.
Because whenever you're
That could be a good character, abnorm.
the only time you're not doing a norm impression is when you're doing an impression of someone else.
Hold on, this Robert Euler, and I want to make love to a beautiful woman.
It
So
sounds like
that's
Norm
him.
doing.
Yeah,
Bobby
Norm
Euler.
doing
Yo, hey yo,
Bobby. Norm doing Norm doing Bobby Buzz
come
as
on,
Shaq.
hey, come on, I'm Robert Euler. I owe a lot of Papa John's franchise.
No, yeah, dude, Shaq, yeah.
That's good. That's a good Norm doing Shaq doing Bobby.
This Robert Euler, and I want to make love to a pepperoni.
All right, look, can we
Dude,
review
you
Wild
should
Hogs?
keep doing Shaq voice.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's friendship.
Does that make him stop?
No.
God. It would too. It would make me stop.
All right, no, I told you in the last.
Because I would be like, I did it.
I told you on the last one. I told you on the last one it was good.
We'll
Nice.
encourage you. Jason needs more encouragement.
Yeah.
And he feeds off of it too.
Just around impressions and singing.
Okay.
Well, you always are doing an impression of Norm.
I want to be a good singer and a good impressionist.
Mm-hmm.
I sung.
He only stays in Norm voice because we tell him how good he is at it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, like I said, I don't know what that means. All I know is I think it's cool to be called normal for once because my whole life people call me weird.
Yeah.
And I think that it's kind of makes me feel like an outcast. It makes me feel like I don't fit in. So
I sang at
it's
an
cool to
open
come
mic.
here and be called norm.
No,
It's
that's
like,
what I
be
love
the
about
norm for once.
comedy.
I sang at Dale's open mic because I was like, Michael Myers said this was an all arts. Actually, at the beginning, I
Wow.
said,
How was that?
I
Mike?
heard.
It was good until
I
that
heard
point.
Michael. I heard Michael
Wait,
Myers
encourage him
was
to
hosting.
sing.
I heard Michael Myers was hosting the day before Halloween, and I heard the final chapter is coming out. So before he dies, I wanted to Halloween.
What's the final-
or
what's
it's,
that?
it's the final Halloween or something.
I
Wait, what is
actually-
that?
And then I did
Michael Myers? Oh,
Yeah.
the other Michael Myers.
And then I did an impression of Michael Myers on stage. He was the host. And I was like, "I'm Michael Myers. Can you help me with my email? Is it like, is it like mail?
Yeah.
You're good at
Can
old
you please
man
give me a ride in
voices.
my Zeppelin to the show?"
Classic bad comedy bit.
Yeah, and then
I hate hanging out with Michael Myers because he reminds me that I haven't visited my grandma.
That was so Mike was hosting.
Yeah,
Dale was bartending.
And then after that, I played the instrumental for Wichita Lineman by Glenn Campbell and sang it for like 30 seconds.
So I'm pretty proud of that. I'm sure the people there loved it.
And then I did a poll asking if they want me to do. I said I would work on jokes, but I only have 5 jokes and they're all perfect. So which one do you want?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, Mac. I was wondering, like, are you not? I feel like you don't do as much stand-up as you used to. Is it because you're getting your job stuff back in line? And then
I'm doing a lot of studying recently.
You're going to get after it?
Yeah, that's why I've been going to mics.
Can we talk about your job at all or no?
I'd rather not because I'm at a higher level now.
Oh, not on the free one anyway.
Yeah.
You're getting pretty good with that clicky pen.
I'm doing well.
Whoa. Is that part of the job?
He's just kind of always writing the stuff down.
No,
Clicking, taking notes.
No, I'm doing pretty well.
Going
On Monday,
polls.
I'm signing two life policies, and then Scott Darling's going to get a life policy. I might help John with his investments.
Damn, do you think the gun thing
kinda
is going to
ironic.
hold him back? Or
Isn't it kind of ironic that you sell life insurance and I'm a hitman?
that is kind of a beautiful friendship.
We can't talk about that.
Like you signed a life thing.
Yeah.
You signed a life.
Well, I tell everyone to make me the beneficiary just for now.
I
Like,
try
you-
to just
you-
pretend like I don't know
Yeah,
what you guys
always
do.
you always have to make the agent your beneficiary for like the first year. I just say
Yeah, that's normal.
and then I have Jason, and then Jason kills.
Just keep
And then I show up
auto-renew.
and I'm not smiling.
Yeah, let's hope the director of insurance is listening. I lose my license. It's a joke, it's a parody, folks.
Hopefully the police are listening. I get arrested.
I remember when I was a kid, my parents split up, and my dad was like living downstate, and
Oh my God, this is some background.
well, it was just kind of like some
We're gonna
like
learn about you.
almost like he wasn't allowed to like have
He was-
custody of us.
Oh my God, why?
Well,
Yes.
No, it was just because like the mom gets like custody, or he's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
I'm going to work.
Oh, but he's not allowed to see you?
Well, it's like, yeah, like he couldn't just take us full
Oh,
time.
gotcha.
Was it like certain days?
We would go and see him and everything.
You see him on.
There was
you know,
there was
couple-
no drama.
Was
see
it-
him once a
was it-
month?
Was it certain days? Yeah.
I don't remember.
You go visit him in prison?
I just remember I was like saying like, how come we can't go live with you or something? He's like, they won't let me do that or something.
I wonder if
And so I told him like, why don't you just kill them?
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
All right, so
I like
you
your-
said this as a child?
You're
Yes,
a young
this is
problem
my-
solver.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was
same
very simple.
The same child that hit his sister in the head with a metal bat.
Yes.
Oh
and
my
these are
God.
These
exceptions
are-
to the rule.
Just watch the beginning of any episode of Evil is Here, and then you say, it always says, but there were signs.
That's so true.
I knew you guys
Dude,
would
by
like
the way,
that.
if my job's hiring, I'll get you in.
Yeah.
The hitman?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'm in the Hitman squad too. We actually do death pools.
Hell yeah, dude.
We both went out big time on Bob Keane.
That's
but
kinda what they
we're just
call
gonna. No one's
They
gonna,
call me Deadpool in the hitman squad.
With him, our boss just said, "Well, just wait, it'll happen."
Yeah.
No.
Wouldn't it be fun? You know what's funny is a lot of in comedy. So the normal stereotype is when people get divorced, the woman takes half the man shit.
Yeah.
But since I've been doing stand up, I've heard way more the opposite.
Uh-huh.
Like the guys marry like doctors and then they get divorced and they get half the woman shit.
Oh well, that's because in comedy the
Men are all
don't
poor.
make
That's what I'm
money.
saying. Yeah. So it's funny you get to see the reverse in this line of work.
Yeah.
Or like when like
It's the matriarchy.
Ariana Grande, she had to give her ex-husband like $1 million or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But he only got $1 million off of her.
Dude, I mean
not
that's
that
crazy
much.
because, like, you know, if you look at the Kobe or the Terminator guy, Arnold Schwarzenegger, they had to give away way more,
Uh-huh.
and she's worth probably more or equal to them.
Scott's divorce. Actually, I don't want to talk about that on the free one, but
What was I gonna say?
he did good.
I just like how it's like you get like $20K a month from like the super celebrity, like $20K, you get like 5% of their royalties.
I know a legitimately good amount of comedians who did this for their life. They just did open mics for 20 years.
Uh-huh.
But in the meantime, they got married and didn't have kids. And then they got divorced, and then they get a bunch of money from their high-earning wife.
And they just
So they basically
make
got to
money.
follow their dream for 20 years and be supported by a woman they loved. Then once they didn't love them anymore, they got a bunch of that person's money.
Wow.
These
the
women.
That's
marriage part
incredible.
is
Why don't have these women never heard the song "Gold Digger"?
Yeah,
we want
dude.
prenup. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. A
Something
lot of
that you need to
people,
have. Have you? Because when they leave your ass, they gonna leave with half. Guys, this is when Kanye was in his mind, not out of his mind.
Yeah,
okay,
dude.
listen to Kanye. Get a prenup. Don't let these comics take advantage of you.
I was thinking
No.
about Kanye's workout plan because I've been gaining weight. And I have Jason's workout plan now.
What is it?
Jason's new workout.
I just eat
plan.
whatever I want,
Uh-huh.
and then I get COVID and lose 20 pounds.
Nice.
a brain mass.
Once a quarter, yeah. I lose a lot of weight in my brain.
You'd be like, I got me a beautiful black queen.
If you get skinny, she'll leave you.
It's like she told me she doesn't want me to lose weight. She told me that.
Yeah, it's her fetish.
Which is crazy because when I look in the mirror, I hate my body. I like hate the way I look.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm keeping this for her.
When I look at you,
That's
when
awesome.
I look at you, I kind of hate it too.
Yeah.
Just the body. I like you as a person.
Yeah.
I hate your body.
Well, I
like
thought-
Jason. I love Jason's body.
I thought I was doing good, but my doctor told me I can't get all my nutrients from just that fucked up pepper that comes in the Papa John's box. I got to get nutrients from other places.
Yeah, that's a vegetable, bro.
Yeah.
I go,
reminds
the
me.
only vegetable I eat is that fucked up pepper that comes in the Papa John's.
I gotta get
That-
some
that
of
be
my yellow
vegetables,
form. Getting some orange juice, some yellow number 5.
Nice.
I tell you, I get so fat. I'm getting so fat that gay guys almost trick me into being gay with them.
Really?
I'm like,
Full of
they're doing
tricks.
poppers in the bathroom. I go, jalapeno poppers?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I almost went in the bathroom with a bunch of gay guys.
You didn't though.
But they were,
They're
well,
looking
yeah, it turns
hot.
out they were sniffing poppers to loosen their butthole.
Oh, and
I was
they're-
like, it
but-
seems weird to eat poppers in the bathroom, but I've done worse.
yeah.
Do we have any smelling salts? No.
We do have this.
we need to
still.
recharge.
I don't know how much is left in this.
I'm getting so fat, dude. I started watching hockey, but just for the icing penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because I love icing.
Dylan took too much Adderall, so he's super tired. That's how we're.
Oh, No, I'm super tired because I usually sleep all day.
I want to see what happens if you take Xanax. You're gonna be like wired.
Oh God.
I
Probably
think
is
I
backwards.
have a Xanax sensitivity or something. I'll take the smallest amount of Xanax because I can't sleep, and then I will sleep till 2 p.m. when I'm supposed to work.
Yeah,
And I'll look at my phone, and the alarm will have been going off so long that it just stops.
a 2 milligram bar is a lot.
Dude, I take.
You can take a tiny piece.
Yeah.
I like how me and Jason
I chop
have-
it up like
You th-
less than a half of a half.
Yeah, because
it
has
kills me.
it's perforated into thirds. Those ones.
I take a third and I cut that in
So you do
half.
it. You
There's
do
a
it sixes.
I
placebo.
did a
bro.
6 and it still slept through work. And then I told my boss, I'm like, I'm on a new medication
Yeah.
I just not
what is-
prescribed.
that I bought from a shady fellow on the street.
So that's a third of 1 g. That's 0.3 gram. Yeah.
I legit will not. I think also I'm pretty sleep deprived, so it just unlocks something I need anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like it just gives you give yourself permission.
It's landing gear.
I had been up 24 hours and I was trying to sleep. And
Yeah, don't do
I had anxiety and I couldn't sleep and I was desperate for sleep, so I took the tiniest amount of.
So you took anti-anxiety medicine.
Yeah, and
Just hit me up anytime you have anxiety.
now I have to
Jason.
work on Sunday to make it up. Hit you up?
Yeah,
You'll
just
call
hit me up, and whatever
like
the
call
problem
you?
is, we're gonna figure it out.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
Dude, it's
you.
awesome. My
You know
dad-
what? When it comes to friendship, you're acting a lot like Norm.
Mm-hmm.
You're the Norm of
I'm
friendship.
kind of Norm.
Yeah.
Hey, if you ever need help,
What?
I'll help you, dude.
I might call Dylan.
What?
No, he knows who to call.
What the heck?
Call Mac.
Uh-huh.
No, he's on.
Could you imagine calling Mac for help?
We need when he.
You're
we-
fat.
Yeah.
No, that's only if I'm blacked out.
Yeah, well,
I'm more reliable.
often? That's pretty
I'm more
often.
reliable than Dylan is.
probably true.
Yeah.
But you're probably like the access to bad things.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
when we need help finding drugs.
Do you guys want to have like
I don't,
a?
that's
You
not
guys
me.
wanna do like a-
that's,
We
that's
need
your
help.
pharmacist. I don't know.
Well,
You-
when I need a hit, I call Jason.
You guys want to do like a friendship competition?
Yeah.
We'll like outline what it means to be a good friend,
Uh-huh.
and then
Mac
we'll
doesn't
compete
wanna
to
do
see who's
it.
the best friend.
Well, there's
He seems very uneasy now.
no. There's a
He's
reason that
blinking a
we're on
lot.
this side of the table together.
Uh-huh. You guys go back. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna write this down. It seems like it could be fun.
Friendship
Could be.
competition.
Seems like that wouldn't cause any problems.
Guys, we have yet to review Wild Hogs, and I'd really like to do that.
well, I
let's
haven't
go
seen
for it.
Wild
Okay,
Hogs,
so-
I don't know if
I'll give you a quick.
We told you to watch
yeah,
it.
why
I
didn't you?
know because I didn't have Hulu or whatever was on.
It's on Amazon Prime.
I'll send you a link to my legal movie website. I've been watching hella
is it?
movies lately.
It's
I've been-
he butt
think it's called-
he butt pirates them off the web.
It's called like Look at Movies, but you also get an ad blocker, and then for free, Chrome extension. I can send you all this.
Are you trying to sell us on something?
I wrote, you know how YouTube started making it so you can't use ad blocker? I made a website so you could put into YouTube URL and it opens it in a new page with no ads.
YouTube's
So
gonna
if you
like
guys
this.
want that, hit me up.
Uh-huh.
If you want to watch YouTube with no ads.
I'm
That's
gonna.
kinda cool.
I'm gonna.
It doesn't work on phones. It only works
I'm gonna get
on
rid of our
desktop.
bad comedy
It's okay.
shorts page. I'm just gonna
You
put
are.
the shorts on our normal one because since they're-
Yeah.
I looked it up and since they're separated like on the app or whatever or on the interface, it's not really
can't tag
it's not gonna
it.
span them too much. Because the worst case scenario, it'll just show one full episode, and one short on their page. So
I think it's weird to have a whole page dedicated to us wearing shorts anyway.
yeah.
Like, how is that supposed to help us on
Well,
YouTube?
all it is one clip of Sam Talent.
They told us
wearing
to
short
put our
shorts.
shorts on.
He
put your
goes,
shorts back on.
They're not short shorts. I'm just really tall.
And it's not
And
all
he said
you
it
are,
so
buddy.
like seriously too, and not joking.
Oh man, my
It's
friend.
hard to tell with that
Guys,
guy.
check out
though.
the Sam Talent episode. You have to scroll down. It's one of the first public ones we put out.
You know what?
Yeah,
I have-
check out it. It's one of the worst episode we've ever done.
No, it's not as great.
It seriously sucks.
According to Sam.
I mean, according to me too.
According to me,
I think Sam really sucked on it.
Well, Sam sucked. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we had excellent.
I can't wait to have
He
Nathan
kind of
Lund
did
on.
suck though.
Yeah,
Nathan Lund is my
Nathan Lund was
favorite.
he used the control of the experiment. He was like Sam Talent, but so much cooler and funnier.
Yes.
Can you hit up Lund?
And nicer. He
Yeah.
didn't talk shit.
I actually
about
just
me
talked to him because I'm going to Denver this weekend.
Oh,
But he doesn't live in Denver
you're,
anymore.
you're staying with Benver, right?
Yeah, I'm going to Denver.
Yeah.
No, but let
In
me
his
tell
dam.
you.
Going to visit my little brother who lives in the woods. I was talking to somebody. I was talking to somebody about my little brother moved to Denver and he lives in the woods and doesn't really have any friends.
He's the Unabomber, dude.
Sounds
And
like
then
I'd
they're
be along
like,
with
you know, a lot of people do that and it's actually kind of scary. So it's good you're checking.
Yeah,
And I'm
dude.
like, I started to think about it. I was like, yeah, damn. It is scary.
Yeah, let's not say any words, but he seems like he might be a domestic bearabist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the freedom of speech is not completely free.
Yeah.
Like, you're not allowed to do anything that would cause harm, like inciting a riot.
Mm-hmm.
So they say you're not allowed to yell fire in a crowded theater.
Mm-hmm.
But then I say, how am I supposed to get
What if there's a fight?
what's his name? James Holmes to...
I forgot
How
his
am I
name.
supposed to
don't-
trigger James Holmes?
There's a lot of conflicting.
You're talking about the guy
laws.
that wore like Joker makeup.
Yeah, if I want to yell fire in a crowded theater to give him the signal to go to work.
Demonetized.
Fire!
Actually, we didn't get his name.
I
right,
feel
so
like
they
I
brought
was.
him up,
I
but
think
yeah,
it was
yeah,
vague enough.
We're good.
Do they actually censor you based on saying names?
I don't know.
I don't think so
No, but
because I watch
maybe-
a lot of
Maybe that's
serial
how,
killer
maybe
stuff.
that's how like an algorithm would catch it or something. Is it like a trigger name? You know?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I got triggered the other day when I was at Jerks at Joe's because Dan McCarty brought a bunch of stand-up books. You know what this guy brings into my fucking house?
What do you got? Oh, Sam Talent's Running the Lights.
Yeah, so he wrote a book about running the light and being a shitty comment.
Forward by Kyle
Yeah.
Cocaine.
It's it's not fiction. It's about him. It's about black comedians.
Wait, why does he have what are those eyes? Like, what a dumb book.
Yeah.
It's because he was fishing for trash again. He was
I
looking
read
for
that book.
donuts
All
in
it
the
talks
dumpster.
about is it's saying that you should run the light. Which
I don't
is
know.
Super rude.
I just don't think you, as a white guy, should be talking about black comedians.
And then obviously he thinks it's
Almost
okay
a brown.
when he's driving his car to run a red light because he knows
Yeah.
he's not going to get pulled over.
That's dangerous.
If you're a black person,
Who do you think you are?
You get pulled over.
Carter Dockery?
Yeah.
Who do you think you are, Carter?
What about Erickson
Running
Carter?
the light?
Erickson Carter Dockery.
I like that.
Forward.
Oh, what's the other guy's name?
not his
Dockery
favorite.
Dockery Erickson.
Erickson Dockery.
Carter.
Erickson Carter.
See what his
Wait. There's Eric Emerson and
Well, I've done Eric. I've done
Dockery.
Eric Emerson Dockery.
Okay.
Because they actually.
Dockery Emerson. I can't do it.
Well, Erickson Dockery stole Eric Emerson's like style on
Yes,
stage,
which they both stole from Shane Gillis. Yeah.
From Shane Gillis.
Yeah. How about Fish Gillis?
DeBout.
And it's the gills of a fish.
Oh, that's good.
Fish Gillis.
That's good. I finally
You
watched.
should see me in a pool. They
I finally
call
watched
me
Brandon's
Fish.
set
They call me
from-
Fish Gillis.
I watched Brandon set from Kill Tony finally.
Oh yeah?
Have you seen it? Have
No.
either of you guys seen it?
No.
So just look up the Ari Shafir one of the episode that he's on. He's on like the middle of it, but
Yeah.
like Tony Hinchcliffe set him up perfectly for basically Brandon to say like all of his bits,
all his classic bits.
every question he asked
Did
him.
he say,
It went
fed
right
him to
into it.
perfectly
Did he
say.
say he said the N word
That's
in
what I
the
hope
song he
happens
wrote?
for me.
Yeah, if we have a break at some point, I'll show it to you guys. But it's insane, like the questions that he asked.
See, that's
How
why you
perfect.
host
Like,
an
it-
open mic for 10 years. So that you have
Has
a
something
perfect
ready
response for
always.
20 perfect moments.
People be like, "This
Yeah.
guy's funny," and I'm like, "No."
Yeah,
But
that's right
it's a
off the top of his
team.
head. He hasn't been doing it at open mic for 20 years.
Yeah, no, all the questions perfectly fed for his answers to all of his jokes.
That
That
is
ro- that
like,
rolls.
And then
That rules. That's awesome. I would love to do that. We do that here on the podcast all the time. It's the best.
I feel like I've gotten
sometimes we have nothing.
better at I've gotten better at like callbacks in conversation, like to be funny. Because
Oh yeah, callbacks are like the most bullshit type of joke.
I know, but it's
It's like,
funny.
remember that thing we said earlier?
But that
Yeah, but if you do it at the right time, it's always
It's
pretty
funny.
good.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's not funny. It's just
I did a
it's just
callback. I was-
not. It's just not clever at
I
all.
was in the car with my dad,
Sure.
and his girlfriend was on speaker, and I did a sick callback, and they were cracking up.
yeah, this sounds awesome.
I had a great callback on the Dale episode. I had a great callback on the Dale episode as I said the name of the guy who who abused Dale as a child. I remembered his first name.
I honestly had a nightmare the other night. I woke
Save
up.
it.
I had a nightmare. Wow, can't even say my R's.
Guys, if you have any ideas that you think of, I have a list of stuff
No
that
wonder I was
I'll
trying
talk
to
about
kill
behind the
people.
paywall and not on YouTube.
Yeah, sign up for the Patreon.
So just tell
Take this moment to say, sign up for the Patreon. for
Patreon.com/badcomedy.
some great callbacks.
So when I think of stuff that I can't say in public, I'm putting a list of stuff that I'm going to say behind the paywall.
like the Wild Hogs review.
No,
should
we're
really-
going to do that here soon.
We should do all the real scene gossip should be behind the paywall.
Well,
Well, some of it.
that's, yeah, I mean, some of it's just going to come out here.
You guys got any new
Nightmare.
scene gossip?
Well, I was hanging out
Maybe
with
we
Ken
could-
Fluoride.
we
We
could
have
tease
to
it.
talk about that after. Oh, I went to the
You hung out with Ken Fluoride.
Yeah.
Where'd you go in the water?
No, we just
That's-
went to
'cause
some
that's where the
bars,
fluoride
but
is.
I have some funny stories
The
about
fluoride's
it.
Yeah,
in
But
the
where'd you go?
water.
The dentist.
that's paywall. And then me and Hickok went to the casino after
Oh,
the
nice.
show.
So you're teasing the Patreon right now.
What?
Or are you going to talk about that?
I can talk about this. I won. We each put in like 200 for blackjack,
Uh-huh.
and then I walked out with. Well, it was
This is
550.
privileged talk.
I walked out with 550 from blackjack. He walked out with like $1,000. But then
Wow.
on the
you
way
guys
out,
both made money.
on the way out, if I make money, I always hit roulette.
Just to make sure you lose it back.
No,
Roulette
so-
has the worst odds on any game.
That's not true at all.
Oh, my brother told me that.
No,
It's
roulette
like-
and blackjack
I think
had the
it's-
best odds of any game.
Oh, best odds.
I think blackjack does. Not, roulette's not good though.
I think roulette's
No, roulette's
bad.
pretty
They're
good. All
all
it is
bad.
it's like
Blackjack's
40.
okay.
It's like 40.
it's like 48 or 49% if you do
Yeah,
black or
'cause
red.
it's just
you just bet on black or red?
Yeah, I just bet on black. So I put
they
100.
got the
I
little
put 100
green-
on
they got
black
the
on the
little-
way out.
Uh-huh.
It hit.
Wow.
Wow.
So I had walked out with 650.
So
Can
you
I
want
ask
to trust
you, every
this
time I
guy.
talk to you about gambling, you're always making money, like sports gambling and casino gambling.
Well, I
do
don't-
you think you on average make money gambling? Because
Yeah,
that's
I'm
most people would say they don't.
I'm
they lose money.
I'm up in my account. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, most people don't talk about their losses. But I haven't been losing that much because I don't bet that much. I'll bet like $50 on
Do you ever have a
Oregon
night
State, and
where
then,
you lose a shit ton of money and at the end of the night you're just like pissed off?
No, because I
And
stopped.
By the
kill
way,
yourself.
we're having Kyle on later. I have a casino story with Kyle. We'll talk about.
No, for a while I was.
I went to this.
I was like
casino
betting
with
on
him
every
once.
NFL game and like a lot of college games. I just stopped doing that. So I just picked select teams that I bet on, and then I only bet spreads and win or loss, so money line.
I'm so
Okay.
good at gambling.
'Cause I figured
You're
out,
good at gambling, Dylan. You make money. I feel like you could be Rain Man. You'd be crushing it.
I'm Rain Man.
Actually, you and Mac could be Tom Cruise and Rain Man
I
very
know.
easily.
Yeah.
And
I'm kind of
movie
Rain Man.
I know we've talked
An
about that
entrepreneur.
before, but now that we're talking about gambling, it's definitely.
No, it's not unrelated. Rain Man is a good comparison.
Do you do like lots of stats and shit?
No, but I played poker and everything, and I got a couple bad beats
Mm-hmm.
where something crazy happens at the table with the
Yeah.
cards, like a crazy
I like
anomaly.
rap with some good beats.
Me and a few years back,
I listen to rap. I like the beat.
I like good beats. And
before I started doing
good
comedy
rap
and lost all my friends outside of comedy, or just stopped hanging out with them.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't lose them. I just haven't really been hanging out with them. Or hitting
Don't say
them
that when Kyle's here. We're pitching him a show.
up. No, but my old high school friends who live in Chicago, I would go over there and we would play Coker. That's where you do a bunch of coke and play poker.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Would
So, isn't
crush
that
you
a
at
funny name for it,
poker.
Coker? But I didn't know how to play poker at all. And
I love just sitting around
so
the
people-
poker table, busting each
so
other's balls.
I didn't know if I had,
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh,
know if I
that's
had a
the
good hand
best.
or not. Like so people would be pissed because
You'd be balls
I
busted.
wouldn't be lying or bluffing. I was
Oh.
just like
You'd be unreadable.
I'd be completely unreadable because I didn't know if I had a good hand or not.
Dude,
So you
when
think.
I was younger,
I did
in hi-
pretty well.
in high school, we'd play BS.
Mhm.
You know, I'm talking about the card game where you have to lie or tell the truth.
Yeah, we played keepers all the
like
time.
the-
And my friend Danny, who was like borderline Forrest Gump,
Mhm. Nice.
he would he always looked like he was lying. He would be so every time it was his turn, he would get so excited. You'd think he was like gearing up for a big lie,
Yeah.
That's
and he would
good.
crush us
Let me
because
teach you
we
the
would call
wisdoms
him
of
out
poker.
constantly, and you just yeah.
You want to be unreadable.
Oh,
So
happy
you might have to do
Halloween,
this-
everyone! I
I was
forgot.
talking.
You gotta be
Were you
unreadable.
gonna say something about poker?
Yeah, I just have so much wisdom to offer you guys and just cool stories.
It does
and
seem like
just-
you could be unreadable. Yeah, you would have a good poker face.
That's what I don't think that I really do. And I didn't like poker because I didn't like deceiving my friends at the table.
Yeah, it sucks to lie.
Yeah, it was honestly like
it kind of goes against God to play poker.
hmm
Bluffing,
I don't like playing.
that's
against, like,
straight up
family
bearing
anymore.
false
Yeah,
witness
BS.
against your neighbor.
BS is the same thing.
Yeah, I don't like BS.
Yeah, I
and
can't
it's
play
not
that
even
game.
for
It's against my
money.
religion.
After I was making money from poker, then it became What, you want to play Monopoly with fake money? No.
Hell no, dude. That's lying.
I need some juice.
Yeah, I only play real estate with real
When my
money.
parents were in their
That's
30s,
why they call it real estate.
they went to
yeah,
the
I do
bank
rent.
and pulled out a bunch of cash and played Monopoly with real money.
Hell yeah. That's some baller shit.
They just did it
awesome
like
they
just
made
for
a
fun,
game.
and then they put it back in the bank.
Hey,
But
that's my actual money.
that was sick though.
So would you
There's a
make
lot
money at poker?
Mm-hmm.
You were pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
Growing up, my little brother, he watched like a movie that was about counting cards.
Uh-huh.
And then he started reading a book about how to count cards. And he's like, I'm going to do this. This is going to be my life. And then we all told him, no, you're gay. And then
Well, basically,
and then he grew up to despise us all. But now he's a chef.
You don't even
Yeah.
need to count card.
all you really need to do is have a sense of how many face cards have been drawn if you're playing single deck. If you get a general idea of that, you can kind of
This guy's telling Rain Man.
minorly count cards.
That's why I suck at blackjack.
Because-
it's not the face cards. There's too many face palms.
Mm-hmm.
When you lose.
When I lose, yeah, a face palm.
Oh, there was this like older black dude in his 50s at the table with me and John, and you know those little bonus things you can do, where like if it hits like a certain card, well, it hit that exact card, and he won like I saw they gave him like a $500 chip, and like he won a bunch of money.
John did or the
no,
other guy?
that guy.
Dude, it sounds
And
like
he was like,
it sounds
"Oh
like
shit, I bought all y'all drinks."
It sounds like whoever was working that table is gonna get fired. Like, it sounds like everyone walked away with money. You guys walked away with money. Fucking.
It was just a hot table. No, last time I went to Horseshoe before that, the guy told me like when to hit and when to stay, and he said that he was counting. And he just the dealer just wanted me to get a lot of money, so
That's
I
so
tip him.
cool, dude.
Max, like, I don't have
Dude,
to
that
leave.
guy
I'll
rules.
stay.
Yeah,
No, they'll give
I had
you
sex.
that.
In the,
He
I
was-
had sex in the parking garage of the Horseshoe once.
yeah.
They want you to feel
He was
good.
like, watch, I promise you, do not hit. and then it would go to the next person, and it'd be like I would have like a 13 or something, and then it would be
Was he
next
just
person,
helping you?
No,
Or was
they
he helping
always help
everybody?
people.
I mean, no, this guy
That's
was
how fucked you
this
are.
guy was extra helping me,
Well,
dude.
does that mean he's cheating?
Yeah,
he
he
was.
probably gets fired. I think they like record the audio at the tables and stuff, and like
Look for signals.
they review you and
I
shit.
asked him if he was counting. He said, yeah.
Wait, this was another guy at the table or the dealer?
No, this is the dealer.
Dude, that's awesome. The dealer is counting.
Yeah.
You could maybe get away with.
I don't know.
counting.
Horseshoe.
That's so much extra work.
Horseshoe
You literally
says-
have to do all the shuffling and everything, and then you're also
The
counting
thing
cards.
with
They do the-
counting though is like you need someone else to come in and place a massive bet when the right time.
Yeah, you got to signal them, like give your hands behind your back.
Because
or
like if you just
something.
use the money that you have.
It's too slow.
Yeah, I watched the
And it's
movie 21. I think it's called, or
Kevin
the-
Spacey when he was cool.
Kevin Spacey.
I always lose because I watched the movie 22.
Yeah.
So I was always shooting for 22, and then I'd bust.
Have you seen the director's cut?
But I was like,
of-
busting. I love busting. Makes me feel good, like Ghostbusters.
The director's cut of that
Busting
movie
your
with
nut.
Kevin Spacey, the 21 one, is the main character. That guy, he in that hotel, Kevin Spacey Celeste's him.
No, yeah, and they cut it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go.
They weren't
I'm
ready
sitting
for
at the
it.
blackjack table, just like cheesing. Got a big smile on my face.
Mhm.
I go hit. He's like, "Are you sure?"
Mhm.
He's like, "You have 20. You want to hit?"
This is the crazy.
I go,
thing.
"Yeah." He lays down a 5. He goes, "I'm sorry, sir, you bust." I go, "Busted makes me feel good."
Nice.
Every time you
You
John
can
had a,
break out into song and dance.
Nah, dude, Ghostbusters.
It's like Def Jam.
every time you John had a 20, I would say to him like, "You should hit, dude." And then I'd be like, "Should I hit?"
Hell yeah.
That'd be so funny to get an ace.
This is the
Be
Mac.
like, "Fuck, hit me again."
Yeah, hit again, 21. Like, no, sir, you can't.
So Mac, you love gambling, but you also love to kind of reverse the house on people with life insurance because you prevent them from having a massive loss.
Yeah.
Correct.
You
so
say,
you're like a reverse casino.
"Wow."
Yeah. Uh huh.
You
You say, "Do as I say, not as I do."
Yeah.
I love to gamble, but you shouldn't gamble with your life.
Yeah.
but you shouldn't take advice from someone who loves to gamble.
Well, I don't love
Money.
to. I don't love to gamble. I bet like
That's probably
I bet like $50 a week.
that's probably why you do better, because the people who love to gamble lose money because they start chasing the win.
I know, like maybe
They lose
5
and they
years ago or
chase.
so. Like when they first let you do it on DraftKings,
Yeah.
I was losing a bunch of money just betting on every single game. But then I figured out how to just contain myself and just bet on certain teams.
I just think
Oh.
you can't You can't win.
I never did
can.
DraftKings.
Long run.
I never did DraftKings because I was like, this is the draft. I'm waiting for the final
I mean, the
revised
house
copy.
Yeah.
The house
I don't
can't
want to play.
win.
I don't want to play the draft. I want to play the final version.
Yeah. Well, of course, the house always wins in general, but they take all Dale's money and give it to me.
Did you want to say something about poker?
I just wanted to say, I don't know, there's like a concept of if you're going to do something like, say, you do it the same way every single time so no one can tell when you are or aren't something. So like
You try and make it seem like it's your tell,
or just
but you
like
always do
hide-
it the same way, whether it's a tell or
Yeah.
not.
Whether
you
it's
do
whether it's a
something
pen or
like
a
act
teller.
excited.
Yeah.
If you can act excited and look the same every time, then you always do that.
Yeah. This is Dylan. He's sitting at the table with the pen, and they go, I don't know if he's got a tell, but he's got a pen.
Yeah. Were we in Vegas?
Yeah, what are we in Vegas? We should go
Yeah.
check out that magic show with Penn and Teller.
We should go to Vegas.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Another thing poker would make me realize is you should look at what would be the average result if I did this same thing thousands of different times.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the
So
skill level of the game. I mean, poker is more skill than a lot of games.
Poker's like the only skill.
In the
No,
casino.
there's a certain
Blackjack,
skill element to
maybe.
blackjack. Yeah.
But
Less.
like
It's
if
way
you're
less,
counting
though.
cards.
What
But
is
it?
if you're not counting cards, then you can't win.
No, but there's like certain things
Or-
like knowing when to hit or knowing when to deal with
Yeah.
a bust card.
But
You
if
got to
put
know when to
down
hold them. You got to know when to
Fold 'em.
Well, that's
fold 'em.
poker.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You got to know when to the other part.
You got to know when to split them. You got to know when to double down.
That's crazy. It's an exciting
when to
activity.
split 'em.
You got to
know when to double down.
Got
Know
when
when
to bust and then tell
sing that
everyone
fucking
busting
song
makes you
around
feel
me.
good.
know when you shouldn't hit when you get blackjack.
It's a great song and this is a great book. When you bet
That's like-
$100 in blackjack, you're basically just deciding
Hold on.
I'm losing 50 cents or I'm losing yeah.
Oh, I was telling everybody at the
Which
table.
isn't much,
They
but-
call me Pusha T because I always push.
I was-
I always get the same number as the dealer.
Yeah.
So what was the T for?
They call me Pusha T because I'm
That's
always
a guy. That's a that's
I'm
a
always
producer
trying to
rapper.
convince people to transition.
Always
I'm always
on
pushing T on them, testosterone.
them.
Yeah.
Follow the money. There's a lot of money in that.
No, but I
But
did.
that's how boring it got.
I pushed a lot. So.
But it's so boring once you understand the math of it. Every time you bet, you're just losing a small portion of that.
Well,
That's the poker mind.
yeah. Well, that's why. I mean, when I go to a
just
casino,
going-
unless I'm blacked out, I'm pretty smart about what I do. I'll only go to roulette if I'm up big in blackjack, but on roulette I'll only bet one chip on it. Depending on how much I win, I might throw a 25 on there, or
You
I'll put 100.
100.
Well, I put 100 on black because Black Lives Matter. You know.
Yeah.
What's the date
They
today?
people probably do bet on red more because I know that they don't buy black cats.
Well, at the Native American
dogs.
at the Native American casinos, they only bet on red.
Do you guys know what the gambler's fallacy is?
Yeah, it's if like roulette has hit a bunch of blacks, then it's good.
Yeah,
due
they
to
think
hit
that it's
red.
due to hit red. My brother does that. Like, we'll sit at the roulette table and he'll watch and he'll hit black like 4 times in a row and he'll be like, all right, put it on red.
Yeah,
Because he thinks he's due for
I would
a
do
red.
the opposite, like ironically, and
Me-
then
that's
win.
what I would do. I would sit next to him. I go, oh, you're going red? Put mine on black.
That's funny.
just to try and prove to him
Yeah.
that he's using a bad idea.
My buddy Louis. That
and there are like table limits too, so you can only do that like 8 times or something.
I remember every week when I lived with
fuck?
a bunch of my college buddies, my buddy Louis that I always fucked with, I always asked him his betting picks, and I would do the exact opposite bets. and I would win most of the time.
I heard somebody say that as a legit gambling strategy is
Like they
bet
hedge.
is take your most degenerate gambling friend and bet the opposite of what they bet because their
awesome.
life is getting ruined. So you just
Uh-huh.
do
You
that.
wanna
You're just like,
profit
this
off
will
of
make
it.
my life great.
Yeah, no, yeah. My buddy Louis, he would just always lose.
It's sometimes like if all 3 of us went to the casino, then it's like we don't want to leave until we're all up.
Yeah.
Well, that's why.
But then if I'm losing, then I'm gonna be pissed. When it's like,
well, when I was in, like when I would go to Vegas, I would take out a certain amount of money and leave my debit card in the room. You know.
it's like an envelope strategy.
I do a little bit of fat guy sports gambling. That's where I take a
do?
bagel and I'm hoping to cover it with the spread.
I'll tell you, I like that.
No, that was
Nice.
really
It
good.
tickled me.
That might be the best. we need to do the Wild Hogs review.
How much time have we done? Because I want to break this into.
49.
Okay. Cool.
So we have 10 minutes left. We need to do the Wild Hogs review.
Let's talk more about my poker career.
Yeah. Did you finish everything you said about poker you wanted to
Keep
say?
going.
No, I loved the excitement of playing poker and competing. It was such an exciting experience, gambling.
It sounds exciting.
But the better I got at it, the more I realized that even if I can beat these other people for a little bit of money, really it's costing me so much time that's not worth it. It's a drain. You don't want to spend your life in a casino.
Time suck.
And then everything is it's just the average result is how you're trained to think, and then it becomes I can't play a slot machine because I just know even if I win $1,000, I chose to just lose a nickel 100 times in a row. It's not exciting anymore.
You know C.J. Sullivan?
Mm-mm.
I do.
He was a Chicago comic. And
we pranked him at Lincoln Lodge.
Oh, okay.
He was also
we told him he was bad at comedy.
Yeah,
he was a professional poker player. Like, so he would go do stand up, and then he would go to like after stand up at like 9 p.m. He would then go to like a poker house and play poker all night till like the morning.
Not
and that's
gonna
how
lie.
he became such a degenerate alcoholic and drug addict. And then he moved to L.A. and I think he's sober now.
I never bet. I never bet.
I actually don't know. I haven't talked to CJ.
I never bet big, which is why I do fine.
I can't apply myself to
I
jobs,
only bet
so
big.
I think in all of gambling.
You know what
in
I
my
say
life,
when
I'm up.
I go? My brother taught me this. We go to the casino. He goes, he would lose a bunch of money on roulette, and then he would go, "Easy come, easy go, Jay. Easy come, easy go." About money.
But what I like to
Easy
do
come, easy go.
when I was in
That's my basically accounting policy.
When I was
Easy
in-
come, easy go.
when I was in Vegas,
It's
and
kinda
my buddy
rational.
Louie was across the table.
Organization.
Yeah, I would just throw down like a bunch of green 25 chips on one bet.
Fuck yeah.
And then be like, Louie, look. He'd be like, dude, no. and then I gotta get a blackjack.
Oh, nice. I was gonna say, you're like, Louie, look, and then it's like ding, and they take it.
no, I was on fire, dude.
Check this out, Louie, as they just take all the
Everybody just
money.
call me Green Chip.
I would have swings that were just crazy. Like I would just go and like I'd win overall, but then that got so stressful. I'd
Like, did you go
lose
to the
my
casino
whole
a
week's
lot?
pay. Yeah, like
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I rarely go.
I used to go all the time.
I only go if I'm invited or
Did,
if I'm
did you
like,
go in
near.
this area,
In
or did you go
Aurora.
back in Aurora? Okay,
Yeah.
what's the casino out
Hollywood.
there? I don't know that one.
But it's just like a little poker.
There's a new one downtown that Hickok wants to go with.
I've been to
it's
the
just a time suck.
I've been to the Four Winds with Kyle, our guest later today, and I grew up like in by Hammond, where Horseshoe is. I grew up a town over from where Horseshoe is.
I
there
grew up
once.
in Almond.
When I turned 21, we went to what you do is like when it turns midnight on the day before your birthday, your ID is 21. So you got to go to a bar at midnight. Did you guys do that?
Yeah.
So we
no,
went to-
you did, but I didn't.
We went to the Horseshoe.
Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah.
And then you got to enter the world of gambling.
I was-
And then this guy told me in the bathroom about how his daughter died, and that's why he was
Okay.
gambling.
There's a lot of just. I like the. I
mean,
feel like
It was
comedy's
like really
similar.
scary.
I was-
I was like hammered.
I
but
would
this
just- I would
guy's
just
like,
sneak
my
into the
daughter
bars."
died. I don't care about life or death.
No, for real.
That's why I'm here gambling.
Yeah.
No, it's really sad.
I mean, I would sneak
Yeah.
into the bar since I was 18. You know?
Yeah, me too. But then it was like once you turn.
I did when I was
21.
17.
The funniest thing to do is like have a regular bar when you're underage, and then when you turn 21, you have your birthday party there, so they're pissed
Yeah.
because they didn't realize that you've been underage for
You got
years.
got.
Yeah, there was this one bar that would do it. They would give you 21 pitchers for like like $50 or something on your 21st birthday.
Dude.
And then so people would it was like it's my fake ID's birthday.
There used to be a comedy open mic in Chicago that had $2 pitchers, and everyone would go, but it would just be every comedian hammered talking over the guy on stage who's complaining about nobody listening, and that would go on for 4 hours.
Yeah. We'll say the Wild
Everyone
Hogs
was
review
hammered.
for next week.
Everyone's dying for this Wild Hogs review.
So this
Maybe in this week you could watch the fucking movie,
yeah, watch the movie
and then you'll have something to
next
talk about.
week stay tuned
Because
for
the
that.
movie is seriously good.
Oh, Cool Steeper Club is
They wouldn't
tea.
make it if it,
Shout out to Cool Steeper Club. CoolSteeperClub.com. Get some tea. They deliver to you a bunch of cold brew tea. You just put it in the pitcher. It makes overnight. And use our code comedy
And folks, what
for
they
25% off.
and
Bad comedy.
Just remember, folks, it's the tea of the world. That's their slogan, because they get tea from all over the world. They support third world countries. They're the tea of the third world and the first world and the second world.
In the black people sense of the word, if you want the tea, use bad comedy at checkout for 25% off. That's the tea.
Yeah, that's the tea. That's their secret. We'll give you.
Yeah, that's the secret going on.
What's a second world country? Does that exist?
Yeah, they always talk about first world and third world. What's a second world country?
Mars, like
It's just our second world.
Yeah, it's a different world. Yeah,
I wrote a paper,
which is also
the
a black
third
people
rock from
TV
the
show.
sun.
Different world.
Yeah, I wrote a paper about how Venus
Is it different world
and
that
Mars
black
are
TV
like,
show about Mars?
a different
A
strokes.
different world.
I wrote a paper about how Venus and Mars are like evil twins. Like they're around the same size, but like
I wrote a paper about
Venus
how
is the evil twin. It's just like fire and gas.
that's weird because I wrote a paper about Venus and Serena being twins.
Oh, they are. Yeah. Which one's evil though?
Their dad.
Venus probably.
Probably Serena.
You know,
Because she didn't do as
you know
well. and
Penis
she's
Williams?
grudging.
I think like they made a movie about their dad, and then it's just like, no, make them about them. But then it's just like the
Yeah, who
misogyny
cares
is
about their
rampant.
dad? Yeah, dude, what a sexist culture. We live
Honestly,
in.
Yeah.
every movie should be about women.
Yeah.
What about this
Especially the
cisogyny,
Ghostbusters.
like cisgender-ogeny?
Do you want a
Oh,
man?
that's when you
White chicks.
well, misogyny is like
It'd be-
mis means men, and you think men are the
Misogyny.
It'd be the same thing, kind of.
best. So
but
cisgyny means you think cis people are the best.
I saw
yes,
Elon
so-
say that
yeah.
cis is a slur.
Elon
And he
Musk.
said you better not use that
sissy,
word.
sissy is a slur.
Dude, I would love to
Some people
give
call their
Elon
sister
Musk
that.
an uppercut.
Just
Oh,
Like
yeah.
break his jaw.
Who you, Mark Zuckerberg? Then
He's got a
Team
weird head. I
Zuckerberg?
want to kill him.
This
Yeah.
guy hates Elon Musk.
I hate Elon Musk, dude.
I
I
love
love
Elon Musk.
At least Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg.
I don't like. I
Yeah.
feel like I could
Good.
trust Elon way more than that guy.
No, you can't trust either of them at
Zuckerberg.
all.
Ooh.
Oh, based on their names?
He should have.
No,
Is this some racial thing?
it's not. No, it's not racial.
You think you could trust either of those fucks?
Yes.
Hell no.
I think that
Elon's very
Mark
consistent.
Zuckerberg should have watched
No, he's
Twitter.
not.
Yeah, he is.
Dude, what?
Dude, Elon is like one of the most consistent. Like,
He's like Mr.
You're trolling me.
I'm not.
You are, dude.
I worked there.
He
at
literally
Tesla.
he sent a bunch of submarines to some place, and when the guy said Elon Musk didn't help us at all, Elon Musk tweeted that guy was a pedophile. And then the guy was getting in trouble. Like everyone was coming down on him
remember
and then
were
Elon
trying to
Musk
save
he hired
the
private investigators to try and
turtles.
prove it after the fact.
Wait, hold on, Jason.
There
How
are
is this not
probably-
cool?
there are
How
probably
is this not
that
cool?
guy was a
thousands
hero. He saved a bunch of kids, and then it is kind of cool.
How is Elon not cool?
That is kind of
It is.
cool. Fuck.
He's like a superhero.
That is kind of cool.
for the
Imagine
people.
somebody like they're like a 9/11 like first responder, and you
Yeah.
go, "Oh, I heard that guy's likes child porn."
Yeah.
You just
Dude,
like
that's hilarious.
No,
ruin
yeah.
ruin a hero's life.
Yeah.
And sometimes
it's
I
in the
see-
same way that I love Trump. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it is kind of funny. Damn it.
He's like Mr.
Yeah.
Floop from Spy Kids. kinda.
but you can't trust him. Just like Trump. He's
Oh.
cool.
Almost, to
He's
me-
cool, but I wouldn't trust him.
next
He's
week,
like the only guy where I think the ends justify the means. When
You're
he does
insane.
something bad,
You're insane.
it's because there is a greater purpose.
I'll send you some YouTube
next week we'll
videos.
talk about next week we'll talk about Spy Kids and Mr. Floop also, and then we'll compare Mr. Floop and Elon Musk.
We should compare. Yeah, compare
Next week
people.
we'll do that and the Wild Hogs review next week probably.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do plugs.
Yeah.
Just want to plug.
One more thing about Elon Musk. The reason why he seems like that, Dylan, is because he spends a lot of money because he's really worried about how he looks.
No, I know he cares about his image.
So he
That is a
spends a lot of
consistent
money to
part
be
of
like,
him.
yeah, the ends justify the means. I'm an engineer, savior of the world.
Well, think
but
about
he's
how
not.
important that
He's
is.
just like the rest of them with a better PR campaign. Like Bill Gates just doesn't care about how. he
like
looks.
It's also a sloppy kind of campaign, but he has to do that.
Yeah.
I like him.
He has to
He's
do that
smart
because he's
about
a narcissist,
perception.
and it really hurts him when he goes on stage with Dave Chappelle and everyone boos him.
Dude, everything he does
He's-
is like to advance humanity,
No,
and your image is
absolutely not.
Yeah, it
Absolutely
is.
not. No,
He
Guys, we
spends
don't
his
have
whole
enough
life
time for
doing
this.
you're insane. All right, let's do plugs.
He's a-
Also, Jason,
Elon Musk is a super billionaire, and he's
if you were more
basically
rich, you would
works
know all
for
the
free.
secrets. Like, I take the hypertube to go to New York.
You
The
can be in the
Hyperloop.
Hypertube?
I've taken it before. You go in a little ball,
wow.
it shoots you to New York.
That sounds cool, but is it as fun as the speedboat that I take to New York? I take a speedboat through the Great Lakes.
Scott Darling always take the Hypertube.
I always take the speedboat.
I'm just picturing you doing that. All right. I want to plug Elon Musk and Tesla, and then I would also like to plug the Hypertube and follow me at Bad Boy of Comedy. Dylan, what you got?
I just want to plug Tesla is advancing the world's transition to sustainable energy. And
That's not
SpaceX
true.
is good.
They sell all their carbon credits to other companies, so it's just the same
Jason-
amount of pollution.
Get off Reddit. Shut
No,
up.
it's not.
Yeah, it is.
They
Jason-
open source their patents.
The only reason why Tesla is profitable is because they sell their carbon credits.
That's
Jason,
not even true
are you-
anymore.
Jason,
That was
Anymore?
true for a
Not
while.
anymore.
Are you watching fake news?
I
dude?
watched an old video.
You know, like every
Jason's watching.
every
he's watching fake
successful
news.
company-
no, I heard that from Rachel Maddow.
Oh, okay.
No,
Never mind,
they-
I believe you then.
Rachel Mad Cow.
Yeah.
yes, they make money from that.
All right, so you plug Tesla. Do you have anything?
I want to plug his family's Emerald Mind. That's it.
Cool. All right.
what
Thanks
that
for listening,
is.
folks. We'll catch you next week. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Yeah, get on our
Um,
Patreon for better full episodes.
Yeah, we have
with guests,
good.
big
For
guests.
2069.
we have
should-
some huge guests coming up, and not
Yeah.
fat, just cool.
Yeah,
Anyways,
like the owner of Comedy Bar, Kyle
Kinane,
Lane.
Kyle Kinane.
I wonder
All
if he's gonna let us use his name.
maybe.